problem with giving back, man. I'm the only one out here with a show that's actually giving back, you feel me? And I got proof to show it, you feel me? Shout out to this fan I'm finna go slide on, man. I'm finna take care of you. Young QC repping Heat Squad. About to do this video to Omarion Wet. Like, subscribe, share your Facebook. Yeah, all that.
She gave him everything. Everything. A home, a car, designer clothes, cash whenever he asked. She even bought him a black Mustang so he could chase his rap dreams. But on September 2nd, 2012, in the early hours of the morning, that same loving mother was shot and stabbed to death in her own bed. By her own son. How does a mother give her child absolutely everything, only to have him take her life? Was it greed? A moment of insanity? Or something darker buried between them the whole time? Let's find out.
You feel me, man? I don't play no games. You feel me? I don't play no games, man. You know, I do this for real, bro. I don't got no problem with giving back, man. I'm the only one out here with a show that's actually giving back, you feel me? And I got proof to show it, you feel me?
This is the story of Yolanda Holmes and the son who destroyed her. Before I walk you through this tragic case, please remember to like, share, and subscribe to our channel if you find meanings in these discussions. Yolanda Holmes was the kind of woman who lit up a room. She had this energy about her, vivacious, generous, the type of person who actually cared about the neighborhood. In uptown Chicago, she wasn't just known, she was loved. Yolanda owned Nappy Head Salon, a thriving business that became a staple in the community. But that salon wasn't just about hair. It was a safe space. She'd host back-to-school events for kids in the neighborhood who didn't have much. She'd give out supplies, encouragement, that feeling like somebody actually saw you and believed in you. Her friends remember her as fiercely protective, not just of her business, but of her family, of her son. Qaw'Mane Wilson, or Young QC, as he called himself, was Yolanda's only child. His father, Jeffrey Todd Wilson, was a Chicago gang leader doing life for murder. He wasn't in the picture, never was, really. So Yolanda decided something right then. Her son wasn't going to follow that path. She was going to give him a different life. And she did. She gave him everything. When Qaw'Mane was young, he practically lived at the salon. Co-workers called him a salon baby. He was never in need of anything. As he got older, Yolanda supported his dreams of becoming a rapper. She bought him clothes, expensive clothes, designer stuff. She bought him the Mustang. She kept cash flowing into his hands. She wanted her son to feel loved, to feel secure, to feel like he had a real shot at something better than the streets. By 2012, Qaw'Mane was 23 years old. He went by Young QC online, posting music videos and dance clips, trying to build a name for himself in the entertainment world. He had a girlfriend, Loriana Johnson. He had dreams, and he had his mother's money. But here's where it gets complicated. Yolanda wasn't just a generous parent. She was his entire financial foundation. And Qaw'Mane? He was developing a taste for things that required serious money. His Instagram, his social media, it was all designed to show wealth. Stacks of cash at Burberry, new sneakers, designer belts. He was trying to project this image of a young, successful rapper on the come-up. The problem was, he wasn't actually successful. He hadn't released hit music. He was famous for throwing thousands of dollars into the air at street events, telling crowds it was for the fans.
You feel me, man? I don't play no games. You feel me? I don't play no games, man. You know, I do this for real, bro. I don't got no problem with giving back, man. I'm the only one out here with a show that's actually giving back, you feel me? And I got proof to show it, you feel me? Shout out to this fan I'm finna go slide on, man. I'm finna take care of you.
One video showed him at his mother's apartment, literally raining money down like he was some kind of kingpin. But that money? It wasn't his. Not really. Not yet. By the summer of 2012, something shifted in Qaw'Mane's mind. Prosecutors would later say it was pure greed, but it was more sinister than that. It was the realization that his mother's life insurance policies, 2 of them, and her bank account, could make him genuinely wealthy. No more depending on her goodwill, no more asking, he could have it all. So he started planning. He lured his mother out one night by calling her and saying he was on his way over. Then he called his girlfriend, Loriana, and told her to bring a gun. A cowboy gun. He handed it to his friend Eugene Spencer, a 2-year-old from the neighborhood, along with some extra clothes. He told Spencer exactly what to do. Go to the apartment, take everything, make it look like a robbery. What he didn't tell Spencer out loud was that this wasn't really about stealing from the apartment. This was about taking his mother's life. On the morning of September 2nd, at around 2 a.m., Eugene Spencer used an access code that Qaw'Mane had given him to get into Yolanda's uptown apartment. Yolanda was asleep in her bed with her on-and-off boyfriend, Curtis Wyatt. Spencer opened fire. He didn't just shoot her once, he shot her multiple times. And when that wasn't enough, he stabbed her, over and over. It was brutal. It was overkill. It was the kind of violence that screams rage, or panic, or someone making absolutely sure the victim didn't survive. Curtis Wyatt woke up to the sound of gunshots and Yolanda calling out. He tried to fight back, tried to protect her, and Spencer cut him too. Yolanda Holmes died on her bedroom floor. She was 45 years old. When detectives first arrived at the scene, they saw the signs of a struggle. They noted that whoever did this was set on making absolutely sure she didn't survive. At first, some suspicion fell on Curtis Wyatt. He and Yolanda had argued before, but he was quickly cleared. He was a victim too. The case went cold. For over a year, nobody knew who had murdered Yolanda Holmes. Then, in late 2013, detectives re-examined her phone records. That's when they noticed something. Yolanda had 2 phone lines, and one of those lines showed heavy activity right before and during the murder. They traced it. The number didn't belong to Yolanda. It belonged to her son. Qaw'Mane had been using his mother's phone line. That phone led them straight to him. In December 2013, over a year after the murder, police brought Qaw'Mane Wilson in for questioning. At first, he tried to play it off. He said he knew Eugene Spencer from the neighborhood. He said Spencer had planned a robbery that went wrong. He was just an innocent bystander. But Spencer had other ideas. Under pressure, Spencer started talking. He admitted that Qaw'Mane had paid him to do it. Not much, $3,500 was the agreement, though Spencer claimed he only got $70. He admitted that this wasn't a robbery gone wrong. This was a murder for hire. Police arrested all 3, Qaw'Mane Wilson for first-degree murder and home invasion, Eugene Spencer for murder, home invasion, and aggravated discharge of a firearm, and Loriana Johnson, his girlfriend, for murder and home invasion as an accomplice. And here's the thing that sealed it. Within days of his mother's death, Qaw'Mane withdrew roughly $90,000 from her bank accounts. He spent it immediately. He customized that black Mustang with gull-wing doors. He filmed himself throwing cash to crowds in the street, those Make It Rain videos he posted online. He bought Versace belts. He bought $1,500 puppies. He was flaunting his mother's death in real time on social media. It was almost like he couldn't help himself. He'd gotten away with murder, and now he had access to the money he'd always wanted. The evidence of his guilt was there for anyone who cared to look. When the trial finally happened in 2019, 6 years later, the jury took only 2 hours to convict him. 2 hours. The phone records were damning. The cash spending was damning. But the most damning thing of all was Loriana Johnson's testimony, his own girlfriend, testifying against him, describing how he'd asked her to bring a gun, how he'd handed it to Spencer, how he'd told Spencer to take everything. The judge who sentenced him, Stanley Sachs, called it what it was, matricide, murder of one's own mother. He said something that stuck with everyone in that courtroom. He said, whatever he wanted, his mother gave to him. She gave Qaw'Mane life, and it was his choice to take it away from her. Qaw'Mane received 99 years. Eugene Spencer received 100 years. They're both still in prison. At his sentencing, Qaw'Mane stood up and told the court that nobody loved his mother more than he did, that she was all he had. But the evidence painted a different picture. It painted the picture of a son who saw his mother as a means to an end, who saw her life insurance as his ticket to the lifestyle he was trying to fake on Instagram. Yolanda Holmes gave her son absolutely everything: a home, love, support, a chance at a better life than his father had, and he took it all and threw it away for money he didn't even need yet. She was a community pillar, a woman who opened her home and her heart to kids who needed it, a mother who fought against all odds to keep her son from following his father's path. And in the end, her own son destroyed her. His aunt Sandra Jackson said the case had torn a hole in her family. A salon co-worker said, "She gave him everything he wanted. She was a great mom. We would never think he was capable of doing that." But he was, and he did.
About to go get this $1,000 out for the fans, man. Really, I'm gonna take out 20,000, man. Just to show people, you feel me? I'm on a whole different level with this, man. I ain't, I take this serious, man. So you can't put me in the same category as the others.
To Yolanda Holmes' family and everyone who knew her, I'm deeply sorry for your loss. Her legacy as a mother, a businesswoman, and a community voice deserves to be remembered for the love she gave, not the tragedy that took her. Thanks for watching all the way to the end. If you haven't already, subscribe so you don't miss stories like this one. I'll see you in the next one.